How much can I increase my tenant's rent when their lease renews? What is going on, YouTube? Thank you for watching Mentorship Monday. My name is Matt. My company is called the DeRosa Group, and this is our Mentorship Monday series. The series works like this. You guys email questions to helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. That is helpme@DeRosaGroup.com, and I answer your questions right here on the YouTube channel for you and everybody else to learn from. So, today's question comes from Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. Hello, Matt. My name is Kevin. I'm a new investor in Raleigh. I closed on a duplex and a triplex earlier this year. Congrats, Kevin. Well done. All 5 units have been rented out, although all 4 of them are below market significantly. I'm planning on making some upgrades and changes to the property and then increasing the rent at the end of this year because when the tenant's lease expire. All right, good plan. Previous landlord apparently was renting out one side of the duplex for $1,200 for Kevin. He's saying the market's even $1,300, so even a little bit more. The other side of the duplex, which is where the conversation begins, is at $900. And so that tenant, according to Kevin, paraphrasing here, has been a little bit slow on the rent. They've been late a lot. And their lease is coming up for renewal, and so Kevin sent them a lease renewal, and this is in the state of North Carolina, for a $300 rent increase, going from $900 up to $1,200. Tenant wasn't expecting that much. Tenant was expecting a $25 rent increase, which is more in line with the increase based on the cost of living, and that. So the bottom line is the tenant's now saying that they're going to move, but they're only texting Kevin that they're going to move. They're not putting it to him in text. Really, I don't view a text to be in writing. I've talked to an attorney, but that's not truly in writing. It's not a signed agreement. That's just a conversation, really. To me, a text is the same as somebody telling you something verbally. Anyway, here are a few thoughts. Number one, some states have rent control. North Carolina is not one of them. We own some property in North Carolina, and you can increase rents by whatever you want in North Carolina. But you need to find out if your home state has rent control. First of all, if you guys are looking to increase the rents on your rental properties, consider what the local rent control laws are. And there may be laws that say you can only do 3%, or you can only do, the consumer price index is, which is the increase in the cost of living overall, the overall increase of the cost of goods that we buy day to day. There are different factors that govern how much you can increase rents in your state, number one. And this goes to you, Kevin, too. So here's what we've done. If the tenant's on a month-to-month lease, then we have a conversation and say, listen, you're below market rents. Can we get you on a monthly lease? Can we make some improvements for you? Is there anything we can do to get your rents up? If you want to renew, great. Let's have that conversation. We're in New Jersey in some of our properties, so really you're only able to increase by about 3% in New Jersey, but other states are different. So let's get to how to really increase your rent by whatever you want. Let's put that over there for a second. I'll put a pin in that, and I'll get back to it because I do have a conversation for you guys on that. If you are looking to increase rents, don't take a verbal. Always send it to, even if your state law allows you to do it, send them a lease renewal in writing. Have them sign it and send it back to you, and they've written in writing agreed to their rent going up. This goes to you, Kevin, too. A tenant texting you isn't good enough. So going back to, so that's that for your tenant, for the rent increase, for how to effectively get a rents up. Now, if you guys have a unit that's under market rents like this, like Kevin's unit is here, what I would recommend you do is go to your tenant and say, listen, the market's showing a lot higher rents for this unit in this location, but we want to let you stay. And so instead of us charging you $1,300, which is what the market is, what if I made some improvements to your apartment for you? What if I came in and I put in ceiling fans, or gave you a dishwasher, or gave you a nice updated kitchen, or gave you new hardwood floors, or gave you a new something, whatever you can swing to do, and say, you stay in the unit, and I'll make these improvements, and I'll whatever it is I'm going to give you, and I'm going to make these improvements, and you're going to pay half of what that rent increase is in the first year, and if you stay in the unit in the second year, I'm going to increase it to the new market rate price over a 2-year period. The tenant will likely agree if you offer them an incentive package that makes sense. Some other ideas that came to me while I was talking. New appliances are very valuable. People like those. Washer dryer hookup. Just amenities that increase people's quality of life. So if you're willing to do those things for them, they'll likely stay in the unit and pay your rent increase. And in Kevin's situation, it's a $400 difference between $900 and $1,300 what the market is. Maybe that tenant's willing to pay $1,100. So that's a $200 rent increase. Well, let's do the math. Let's say Kevin gives them new appliances for $1,100. Well, that's a significant investment, but they're paying $200 a month to achieve that. So he's getting his money back in less than a year. That's very good ROI, and it's a good win-win for the tenant. They get nice new appliances, they get maybe some other features and other amenities he wants to give them, and he gets a little bit closer to market rate rents. The reason why you want to do that over asking the tenant to leave, getting them out, and then putting a new tenant in, you are going to make a further investment on a vacated unit than you will on an occupied unit, because a vacated unit is going to need a lot of new everything, new paint, new flooring, new this, new that, to get a new tenant willing to pay you top of the line market. You're also going to sit vacant for at least a month, so you're losing, in Kevin's situation, opportunity cost of about $1,300 a month. So that's $100 a month in rent that he's down by having that unit sit vacant. Then he's going to have to invest further, as I said, in the unit, well beyond the $1,000 or $1,500 in appliances and some other improvements. So when you break it all down, it's much better to all you guys to keep your tenants in your properties and work out an arrangement that works for them. You get them closer to market rent. I get it. Cost of living increases, as does the cost of housing. These things increase. But you can make some improvements to make their living conditions in their apartment better while keeping them in there. That's a way better way to do it than to end the lease and put in somebody else. And that. Now, this tenant, the only thing that I would put an asterisk here, this tenant had been slow on their rent payments for a while. So I would kind of get to the bottom of that, find out if they're having employment issues or whatever, because maybe they really can't afford to stay there. If that's the case, then they probably ought to move on. But if you can work that out with them, then that's likely the way to go forward, is just make some improvements and get the rent increases from there. So, cool. Best of luck, Kevin. Thank you for your question on Mentorship Monday. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check us out at DeRosaGroup.com if you want to hear more about what we're up to. And you pick up a copy of my book, Raising Private Capital, there also. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to this channel. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. It would be great and great gratitude if you guys would do that, and have a great profitable week.